All right, welcome to the Recruiting Mindset. I am Mindy McCarthy with the Mental Peak. My goal is to help athletes going through the recruiting journey learn from those who have already been through it, learn some tips and advice that they picked up along the way. Today, I'm chatting with Mallorie Haines. Mallorie, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Like she said, I'm Mallory. I play basketball and I went to Davidson Day High School. And this year I will be a freshman at Davidson College.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on a very successful high school season. That was a great way to go out on your senior year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Davidson Date, of course, win a state championship. So that is awesome. And now you're transitioning to Davidson College. But let's take it back a little bit. When did you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball in when I was 5. So I played my first time ever playing was like for the little YMCA league here in Mooresville. So it was really fun. Yeah.
Awesome. And were you mainly a basketball player? Did you try any other sports?
Yeah, so I played pretty much like every sport you could think of as a kid. I tried like all different sports. I played soccer, softball, t-ball, um, volleyball, like pretty much every sport you can think of. I was a cheerleader at one point. Yeah, so yeah.
Definitely accumulated a wide range of skills, I'm sure. What helped you narrow it down to basketball? Like, what made that the one sport that you're like, yes, I'm going to keep playing this one for sure?
So actually, the first year that I played, I hated it. When I was playing in third grade, I actually did not want to play, and my mom was like, "Okay, just give it one more time. Like, give it one more, little season." And from there, I like fell in love with the sport. Um, so I don't know. It's just always been something that like clicks with me, and I'm really competitive, and it's a really competitive sport. Um, and it's like I love team sports, and it's a very like you can't win without your team, So it's just a great sport for me.
Yeah, absolutely. The camaraderie, the friendships, and
Yeah.
things like that too. And I think you and your parents are probably very happy that you did give it at least one more season, right? Because then
Yeah,
it clicked.
for sure. Yeah.
Well, when did you know that basketball might be something that you could take to the next level?
When I was about in sixth and seventh grade, I started to get pretty serious about it. I started playing for my first real AAU team. And from there, my mom played in college as well. So I've always had kind of her in my ear saying, "Hey, you might want to play in college," And that was kind of where I decided that I would take it really seriously and start competing at a higher level so that I would one day be able to play in college.
Absolutely. Where did your mom play?
My mom played at Santa Clara in California.
Awesome. So I'm sure you learned a lot about her experience, what she went through, and her work ethic and things like that. So, what are some things that you certainly learned from your mom's experience?
My mom is like the hardest worker I know. So she does like everything under the sun for me. So it was a really cool experience, like go on this journey with her, and she really pushes me to be a better basketball player. Like I definitely would not be here without her. So yeah.
That's awesome. And what other advice were you given once you realized, okay, I think I can take basketball to the next level? Any other advice that came from like coaches or anyone else?
So something that like everybody's heard, but that always really stuck with me was you have to work hard every day because there's always somebody who's trying to work harder than you. Like there's always somebody who's like out there in your same grade, like playing your same position that's fighting for the same scholarships that you're fighting for. So that's just because I have such like a competitive drive and stuff like that. That's something that's really stuck with me. Like, there's always someone out there who's doing more than me. So I have to work just as hard.
Absolutely. And I think that competitive edge that you mentioned certainly helped you with that, always wanting to work harder than other people.
Yeah.
Good. Well, when did you get your first offer and who was it from?
I got my first offer summer going into my sophomore year from App State.
Okay.
Um, I had gone to their elite camp, and after the elite camp, I had a pretty good performance at their elite camp. And after their elite camp, Coach Angel offered me. And when I tell you I was ecstatic, like I was so excited. Like it's just kind of like that first kind of like your hard work hasn't completely paid off yet, but you're really getting there. Like, and it was a really good feeling.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's like all of your hard work is being recognized too. Someone
Mhm.
wants to extend that offer for you.
Yeah.
So when these offers started rolling in, what were some things that you were looking for from schools as far as like location or coaching staff or teammates? What were some things that you were particularly looking for?
Um, I was looking for a predominantly like very academic school, a school that is prestigious both basketball and academic wise. Um, I was also looking for coaches that really cared about me as a person and not just what I could bring to them like on the basketball court, which Coach Gale definitely does from Davidson. Um, and also, I was looking for a smaller school because I do come from a small high school, and the smaller class sizes, getting to know your professors really well. That's something that I really, really would have, well, do want to take advantage of in college, because I learned by asking questions. So it's hard to do that when you're in a class size of like more than 100, you know. So Davidson is like the perfect place. It's a small atmosphere. The coaching staff is great. I was also looking for a team that was really tight knit, um, very much family atmosphere. And as my third day here, I can already tell you that's so true. Like, so I love it. I'm super excited.
Good, good. That is awesome. And it's good that you know yourself well enough to know, okay, I'm not only going for basketball, I'm going for academics as well. So how am I best going to learn there? That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Do you know what you're going to major in?
So I want to be a marine biologist. And so I'm going to major in biology for the first 4 years.
Awesome. Well, best of luck with that. That sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
Good. Well, what were some things that you learned that you want to share with other people as a part of like your recruiting journey? So whether it's how you narrowed down schools, what you looked for, how you reached out to coaches, what were some things that you learned and you want to pass along?
I would just say, especially if you want to play at a higher level, just know what you're looking for earlier so that it's easier to narrow down schools. Um, like if you are looking for that smaller atmosphere, you know, if you're looking for a academically prestigious school, if you're looking for a high like just basketball school, like it's a lot easier to um, reach out to the schools that you want to like play at when you know what you want. Um, and I know that's kind of hard. I was really lucky to kind of know what I wanted early. Um, and talk to your parents. My mom helped me a lot with this, and you know, getting advice on how to talk to coaches correctly and all that type of stuff. Like my mom was great at that.
Yeah, awesome. And I know you mentioned a lot of things that you liked about Davidson, from the small class sizes to the coaches. When did you officially commit to Davidson? And was there kind of a light bulb moment for you that said, yes, this is my future home?
So I committed October of my sophomore year, so super early. But there was kind of a light bulb moment for me. Um, it was actually after I had taken my visit to Villanova. Villanova is a great school. I loved the campus. I love everything about it. But as I was walking on my visit to Villanova, I was kind of like thinking about Davidson the whole time. So that's kind of when I knew like, okay, I really want to go to Davidson, you know? So that's kind of what it was for me.
Yeah. But sometimes it takes experiencing other schools and other places to know, okay, my mind's still set on this place. So now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is fantastic. Well, if people want to follow along with how you're doing at Davidson, where can they find you?
My Instagram is Mallorie_Haines. You can also follow the Davidson women's basketball Instagram, to follow the whole team because we're gonna have a good season this year. And also, my Twitter is just Mallorie Haines. So.
Awesome. And I am at the Mental Peak. Thanks for watching.